Welcome back to Sofa. I wanted to talk about that one big thing that you're searching for that is going to fix your life, okay? I spent years searching for that one thing that is magically gonna make my life so much better because I did not like the way that my life looked like, okay? And I'm still working on it. But I was constantly searching for that one thing, like what is wrong? What am I missing here? What's that puzzle piece that I'm looking for? And it wasn't up until I got into therapy, and it took me a few months of therapy to get it into my bird brain, okay? It took me some time to realize that it's the tiny things every single day that you keep excusing for yourself. Okay, it's the food that you eat, it's the people that you hang around, it's the money that you're wasting, it's the sleep that you're sacrificing, it's everything that you're doing in your everyday routine that is actually contributing to the one big problem that you have. And you guys, I made a list of the things that I think are most important that I wanted to talk to you guys about today in this video. Yay! I really do think that the answer is in your everyday routine, okay? That's really the breakthrough that you're looking for. And I know that that is like the most boring answer ever, the most non-dopamine answer ever, but it really is the daily habits that you build up every single day. And I'm sure you heard other people talk about habits before, but I really want to kind of accentuate how important habits really are. I want to talk about spending, okay? Because I am a queen of spending, okay? I'm really good at spending money. I love spending money. And I used to spend money left and right. Like I had like millions of dollars, literally. I talked about my credit card debt in the previous video that I made. And so I spent a lot of money. And honestly, looking back, like I did that for a dopamine hit, okay? I did that to fulfill something in my soul, like that empty spot. But the thing is that when you buy something, okay, and this is called retail therapy, okay? When you buy something, you might feel happy about it for like first couple minutes, maybe the first few hours, and then eventually that dopamine goes away. And this is something that's really toxic that you can get stuck in. Like the fact that we can do online shopping now is actually quite scary, okay? Because before you had to go to the store and it's like a whole thing. Right now you could just like pull up Amazon and buy, add to tomorrow's delivery, and it's like genuinely scary how easy it is to spend money. Guys, that is something that you need to pay attention to if you have this issue, because you're trying to fulfill an empty spot that you're not going to fulfill by purchasing something. It is temporary, and especially if you're in really bad debt, or if your finances are not looking too good, or you're barely working to make ends meet, it is a really bad idea for you to keep spending that money. Plus, I want to talk about the financial anxiety that this creates, because nobody talks about that, right? But over time, when you keep buying, you keep getting yourself into more debt, or you have all this stuff, then you have financial anxiety because now you don't have money, you spent all that money, you got yourself into debt, but you have all this stuff that you don't even really need. And a side note, but I've been moving from state to state for the past couple of years, and every time you move, it is such a fucking bitch to move every single time. But one thing that I will tell you guys is that every time I move, I always ask myself the question, why the hell do I have so much stuff? Genuinely, it is so annoying. I remember the first time I moved out of state, oh my God, the amount of garbage I had was actually insane. And then the second time I moved, same thing. I threw out so much stuff. And I just realized that there's not really a lot of importance in stuff, okay? I used to think, oh my God, like I want a lot of stuff, I want this and I want that. Now I want less stuff. Now I do want to say I'm not a minimalistic girly, okay? I've seen those documentaries on Netflix, I don't fucking get it. That's not me, okay? I still do like stuff, but minimally, okay? Because stuff doesn't fix your problems, and stuff won't fix your mental state. And unfortunately, I had to learn this the hard way. So don't be like me. Don't be like me, learn from me, don't do what I did. Next one is sleep, because it is so normalized. It is so normalized to work to the bone. It is so normalized to, ooh, I don't need sleep, like look at me. Like it's like a power move in some people when they say like, oh, I don't need a lot of sleep. Like it's actually going to kill you. Like on a health level, that is going to kill you. Not getting enough sleep is going to kill you. So much shit happens when you sleep. Your cells regenerate when you sleep. Your body needs that rest, it needs that energy, it needs to regain all that energy, it needs to give your muscles some energy, some time off, okay, from the everyday life. So it is not a flex. It is not a flex. I hate when people say like, I don't need no sleep. Yes, the fuck you do, okay? This is going to affect your health in so many bad ways. But not only that, We're talking about scrolling before bedtime, and this is such a bad habit that I've had for a long time, especially when TikTok first became a thing. I used to be on that app chronically, and it is so bad. It is so easy to just keep scrolling. Dopamine hit after dopamine hit after dopamine hit. Literally, my brain hurts. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I'm on these apps, okay, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, whatever it may be, when I'm on these apps and I'm constantly scrolling, it literally makes my brain feel like butter. Like melted butter, like it's melting in the fucking microwave. Like that's what it feels like. I've known some people that would love to play like the TV in their room while they're sleeping because it's like background noise. So they would play a movie or they would play like some sort of like political thing. And listen, there is good things in that. Like if you play like a meditation music thing or like if it's like some rain, waterfall, blah, blah. If you're playing that, I totally get that. That could be very helpful. But when you're playing some random movie or some violent shit, by the way, you're gonna dream about it, okay? These same people have come to me and said, yo, like I had like weird ass dreams last night. And I said to them, I was like, was your TV on? And they're like, you know what? Yeah, it was. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. That shit affects your sleep. Even when you're asleep, your subconscious picks up everything that's going on around you. That's why I really love nightly affirmations or meditations, things that could actually help you to ingrain certain belief systems into your subconscious mind instead of playing some dumbass violent movie. And then you're gonna have nightmares, okay? You're gonna wake up and have nightmares. You're also gonna have disturbed sleep because you keep waking up. And you're wondering why you're so tired. You're wondering why you're so exhausted. You're wondering why are you so broke? What happened? Next thing is how you talk to yourself. Okay, when I was younger, I was in high school, I believe, when this was the worst for me, okay? I was going through depression. I really did not like myself in high school at all. And I would constantly do this, and looking back, I'm like, ugh. But I would constantly think of myself as a joke. Or I would try to tell other people, oh, I'm so embarrassing, I'm so stupid, I'm so dumb, like I don't understand anything, like I'm ugly, like blah, blah, blah. I would say these things and I genuinely meant them. You know, I didn't even say them in like a sarcastic, comedic way, like, oh, I'm so dumb, you know? But like, no, like I genuinely meant it. Like, yes, it was a joke, but there was real meaning behind that joke. Watch how you fucking talk to yourself, okay? Because this is literally going to affect your entire life, your entire belief system, your entire confidence. This is going to be based off of how you think and feel about yourself and how you talk about yourself. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to the thoughts that you have in your head. What are you thinking about when you think about your dream job or when you think about your life? How do you think of yourself? Like, what is the way that you view yourself? We tend to be our own biggest enemies. We bully ourselves to the bone. We beat ourselves up. Something that we wouldn't do to a friend, okay? But we do it to ourselves. We are so mean to ourselves. And then we wonder, well, why aren't things working out for me in life? Why am I not getting that promotion? Why am I not moving ahead? Well, I want to be in this place, but I'm in this place. But that's because you don't think of yourself highly. You don't think you deserve that. Why would you deserve that promotion if you think you're dumb, you're stupid, you're ugly, you're this and that? Why would you deserve that promotion? The version of you that has that promotion does not think that they're not capable or does not think that they're too dumb or too ugly or someone's better than them. No, like the version of you that has that position, the version of you that has that promotion, the version of you that runs that business is confident. And that's where you need to get to. And I know that this is easier said than done, okay? Yes, it is, okay? But this is all about your belief system. And it takes time to build this. All of these things take time. There's no quick fix, okay? I'm sorry. There's no like magical pill that you can take. There's nothing I can tell you that's going to be like, oh my God. Literally, it is the everyday things that you do. Your brain really does believe repetition. So whatever you keep telling yourself, whatever you keep thinking about yourself, your brain is going to start to believe it. So start telling yourself things like, you know what? I'm gonna decide to be different. You start telling yourself different things, you start to believe in yourself more, and you start to do actions that back that up. And this is really important because you can lie to yourself all day long and you can tell yourself that you're successful and you're smart and you're this and you're that. Make sure that your actions actually back that up and support that. That way you have the actionable steps that you're taking every single day to prove that new belief system. This next one, it fucked me up the most, okay? It is consuming instead of creating. We live in the age of consumption, okay? Ads all around us, marketing. Oh, you need this, you're not enough. Oh, go get Botox, go get filler, go do it. No, you need a personal trainer. You're not enough. There's like these ads are constantly telling us that we're not enough, and we're constantly consuming content from others. You need more, more, more. And the way that this has ruined my life personally is I would constantly watch self-help content. And by the way, I love self-help content, okay? There are certain people and certain podcasts that I love to listen to that genuinely give me more ideas, that make me think about life, and I love that. But there becomes a period where you just watch too much self-help content and you feel like this is a productive use of your time. But really what you're doing by doing this constantly is you're avoiding doing the uncomfortable thing. So let's say you want to get started on this like new business idea or a project or this thing that you have to finish for work or whatever it may be, right? You have this thing that you need to do, but instead of doing that, you're like, well, I'm just going to watch some self-help content. I'm going to watch some motivational videos. Maybe that'll give me a little boost. And then what ends up happening is that for your brain, this is like a swap, like, oh, like we're not doing that hard thing, but we'll do this productive thing. So it kind of levels out in your mind as if you did something productive, but you didn't actually do anything productive. You just listened to someone talk about something, but then you didn't actually take any action in your life, which is eventually going to make you feel more like shit. I actually think this is a form of avoidance. I think this is a form of getting away from that anxiety that you might have about doing something, because I've done this so many times and I thought like, no, but I'm being productive. But it's like every day it's the same shit. Every day it's a new video. Every day it's a new podcast. Every day it's like, no, let me watch this and then I'll start and then I'll start and then I'll start. And then you keep pushing it off. But eventually that catches up to you and then you feel like shit because you're like, well, why haven't I accomplished anything? Why haven't I moved forward in life? That's because you haven't done anything to move forward, because all you're doing is watching other people move forward, or you're watching other people talking about moving forward, but you're not actually using that content to actually move forward. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. This next one. Ooh, okay. Living with no standards for yourself. Ooh, I spent like most of my life like this, and this is genuinely something that's so hard for me. It still is. It's having a messy room, okay? That is one thing that really, the clutter, it will fuck you up, because the more cluttered everything is, the more cluttered your mind is. My room used to be so messy all my childhood. My room was a fucking shit show all the fucking time. So much crap everywhere, so much stuff. Throw it the fuck away, okay? You don't use it, throw it away. Same thing with cleanliness. Vacuum your room, okay? You got carpet, vacuum. You got a floor, clean it. Clean the floor, make your bed. Eating bad food, same thing. Like, you're like, oh, let me go to McDonald's and get this meal here and there. And then it just keeps going. And you just keep making these small decisions every single day that actually build up to the big thing. But the big thing is bad because you've made really bad small decisions, okay? Having no routine, having a chaotic schedule, just living your life on autopilot, not really doing anything productive, okay? You're accepting the bare minimum from yourself and you think like, oh, that's just me, that's okay. But really, the life you want is on the other side of all of that, right? So you got to start to make better choices. And you don't have to be perfect with this either, okay? I'm not saying that you have to make the right choices all the time. I think that can get incredibly boring and repetitive as well, but making good choices, consciously choosing to make the better choice, like that is something that is going to affect you in the long run much more than it does in the present time, because in the present time, it does not give you that dopamine hit. It really does not. It's actually quite hard. You're going to be like, I don't want to do this. But in the long run, you're going to be like, I did that shit. It's going to make you feel so good in the long run. This next one and last one that I'm going to talk about in this video today, but waiting to feel ready. This is one of those ones that fucked me up the most as well. You are never going to feel ready to start anything that's difficult. There will always be an excuse as to why you don't want to start something difficult. And like I said, this could go into you starting to do useless stuff, okay? This is something that I've noticed about myself recently. Instead of doing the hard things that I actually need to do, I start to distract myself by like, oh, let me go wash the dishes and do all this. Yes, washing the dishes is productive. Like, yes, that's great. But also I'm using that as an avoidance because I don't feel ready to start that thing. But also you're never going to feel ready, okay? Because I always tell myself, oh, well, I'm not in the right mood. I'm not in the best mood right now, and it's really gonna show. It's gonna show. I'm not feeling motivated right now, so I'm gonna wait for that motivation. And I need to wait for that perfect timing. Like, the timing's just not right now. But let me tell you guys, as somebody who has been doing this for years, there's no perfect time. Perfect time is whenever you decide it is. Whenever you tell yourself, this is the time. This is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it regardless of how I feel. It actually sucks. It pisses me off talking about this. It really does, but it's so true. It's so true. It's the moment you tell yourself, I don't care how I feel, I need to do what needs to get done. And that is the hardest part of all of this, is you need to ignore like your emotions for just a minute to be like, what do I need to do? Talking about things like, you know, going to the gym. Your body's gonna be like, nah. Stay home, it's okay, not today. You could just go tomorrow. But if you give into that feeling, when you get to tomorrow, your body's gonna tell you the same shit. Your brain is wired to keep you comfortable, okay? It is not wired to make you uncomfortable and be like, yeah, let's go do this new risky experience, or let's go to the gym and strain our muscles. Your body does not want to do that. Mentally, your brain is going to be like, no, let's stay home, let's relax, let's calm down, let's keep you comfortable. Real change starts in inconvenience. It starts by going to the gym when you don't want to go to the gym, going for a walk when you don't want to go outside, or choosing to eat some protein, some veggies when you really just want a burger from Burger King. Okay, that is when the change starts. That's when the real change activates. And when you consciously keep making better choices, you are going to have a different outcome. Your life is going to start to look different. You are actively making different choices. So unfortunately, there is no hack to life. There is no secret code. You literally have to make the boring decisions to change your life. And it's the everyday decisions that you make about the small things. That's really it, you guys. That's the video. Thanks so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.